Creek. It's Thursday, May 2nd, 2019. I installed these packages, actually I did these splits on last week Friday. Obviously only one of them had the queen, with the one on the left. So today what we're going to do is check that, make sure that that queen has been released and see how it's been progressing. It's been roughly 7 days. I installed the rest of the packages here and that one over there on Sunday, and again we're just going to check all these packages just to see has the queen been released. Did I make a mistake? Did they kill her? Some of the things that get depressing is to find out that that they didn't accept the queen in these packages. Then you got to figure out what you want to do. So just a good idea to get in here. I was out here yesterday or a couple days ago. It's been raining and cold, and the bees have not been able to get out and forage at all. And I did a quick check just to see, and they didn't even look like they were in the syrup at all in these frame feeders. Frame feeders are new for me. Don't have a lot of experience with them, but they didn't seem to have an interest because they're kind of clustered up in the middle, and they didn't want to go over to the frame feeder. So I like the bucket feeders better, but I wanted to try the frame feeders just to see what it was like. I figured the heat from the whole unit would keep it warm enough for them to go in and access the syrup, but maybe not. But anyways, the biggest important thing today is to just check on queen release and overall status of the colony. Big roars coming from these colonies right now. Not exactly sure why. If the queens have not been released, I am going to release it for them. So first one up is the one on the left. That's my split that I did. Wasn't part of the package. It has a Saskatraz queen. I'm just real curious to see how that one turned out. So we're going to take a look at what's going on there. Okay, let's take a look. So far I've been really happy with this tool pouch that I made. Real handy with the hive tool. So sometimes I forget and I lay my hive tool down, but most of the times I'm getting the hang of keeping it with me. Nothing in the syrup but dead bees. Again, I'm just not even though these have the plastic, so the bees can climb up, I'm still just not that big of a fan of it. I guess we'll see. Okay. Look at that, that was 6 days ago. They still have not taken the queen out yet. So I'm gonna have to release her for them. Here you can take a look. You can see that the candy is still in there. They have not chewed the candy out at all. That's amazing for 6 days ago. Queen is still alive though. Yes. Hmm. There she goes. Oh, well that sucked. Dropped that fucker right down in the bottom. She dropped down in here, but I don't know where she went. So here, take a look at that queen candy in there. Look at all that queen candy. Freeze! Oh, never mind. Take a look at that queen candy in there. They almost got it all eaten out there, but man, they still had another inch to go. But after 6 days, my God. So there's my queen right there. You can see her. She was down at the bottom of the thing. They were actually climbing all over the top of her, but I think she'll be fine. Come on, guys, let's let her get on the comb. There we go. Okay, baby girl, get on the comb. There you go. There she goes. Okay. That's why it's important to double check to make sure that your queen is being released, has been released. What are you doing, buddy? You got anything exciting over there? Okay. Come on, get off of there. Okay. In this one, the bees are all over the syrup, which if I had to guess means that the queen might be released in this one. Stay over here, Breeze. Big roar though, big roar. So look at how much comb they've built already in this, and that's since Sunday, compared to the other one where they hadn't built a thing. I'm trying to look and see. I see a bee inside of there, but I think if I have to guess, the queen has been released. Boy, they got really busy on this comb, man. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Most definitely that queen has been released. But look how quickly they built out that comb. Very, very impressive in just a couple of days. So what I really have to do actually is cut that off. This is what they call a roaring colony here. Wow. There's bees inside there, but and there are eggs inside of there too. So that queen has already started laying in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe you can. But that's good. They've got this one loaded with nectar. And I mean loaded. Jesus. Ray, stay over here. Breathe. Okay, there you are. All right, just checking. Okay. Ah. Hey, buddy. Where you at? Oh, there you are. Okay, just checking. That one's just got a little bit of comb built out, but they are festooning to build more, I can see, which is nice. Queen has definitely been released, so that's good. Good. Lots of nectar being stored. There you go. All empty. Okay. Okay, you probably noticed my different type of inner covers that I'm trying out different things. I'm trying out the plastic inner covers. I'm trying out the, well, I used these last year. Actually, these worked out really well, and I actually really like these still. If you saw me take off those other two, you notice that the inner cover actually came off with the lid, which I don't like to have happen. Okay, let's see what's in store for us here. Good news is that they're working on the pollen patties. That actually, believe it or not, is good news, because it may mean that we have a queen. So I like to see them all lined up there chewing on this pollen patty. So rather than disturb them doing that, I'm just going to take this inner cover off. And I'm just going to set it on here for right now. Okay. They have actually completely drained all of the syrup out of here. That's funny. I was not expecting that. There's no more syrup left in here. And I didn't bring any out with me. Shoot. But yeah, it's pretty it's pretty empty in there. So let's see if the queen's been released here. Okay. This is my first time dealing with foundationless frames, and boy, they're really drawing it out. As you can see, I used that wooden starter strip, and I just rubbed wax on it, and they started it right off on the top there, which was really, really cool. The hardest part about all this is taking the queen cage out without damaging all the comb that they've built. So I'm going to set that right there. I just want to take a look on that comb for any eggs. And sure enough, we have eggs down the bottom of that comb there. So I've got a laying queen. somewhere, apparently. Yeah, all these cells are laid up already. So, really happy about that. So I don't have to really go look much further here. I'm just gonna put this frame back in. There we go. Okay. Okay. We'll put that back on. Brace, buddy. Interesting. Now here's the German hive bottom. You saw how easy that went in? Okay. Very, very quiet colony, and not a lot in the syrup. They haven't gone after their syrup. But then again, they're all over here and the syrup is way over here, so that might make a difference. They are chewing the hell out of the pollen patty, which is nice. Okay. So here's our, actually I need to write something on here. 19, no foundation. 19, no foundation. And this one was 18, 18F, 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 18F. Okay. 18F. Thought I marked that down, but I didn't. Okay. Now let's see what these bees are up to here. Looks like they got her released. Boy, they built a shitload of comb again. Just amazed how much comb they built in. I put it in on Sunday. Today's Thursday, 4 days. Just amazing how fast they drew this comb out. Trying to look inside of this to see if I've got eggs. I do not see any eggs. There's an egg. There's an egg. Well, I saw a couple eggs anyways. Okay. They just love that queen cage, man. Actually, you know what? That queen actually might be in here. I see candy in there. Yeah, she hasn't been released yet. So we're going to release her right now, actually. As soon as I can get all these bees off of her. Yeah, she's still in there. She sure is. Okay. Let me see about getting her out of here. If I can figure out how to get these bees off of here. Okay. So I released her. She's gone. She was still pretty small, but she's not in here anymore. But they were about a 1/4 inch away from releasing her. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Get up. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. So I didn't think I saw eggs, but I wasn't quite sure. But oh well. Okay. Okay, so all in all, that wasn't so bad. You know, the fact that that Saskatraz queen wasn't released in that 3-hole cage. You know, as it turns out, my friend Wayne, who sent me that Saskatraz, had also kept one, and he said that 2 or 3 days after he installed his, they had not even chewed through a quarter through the candy. I should have taken his wisdom and checked on it way ahead of time, because now it's really actually 3 or 4 days behind from her laying eggs and things like that. You saw that they hadn't even started drawing comb or anything in that nuke. So, you know, 6 days she was in there. Obviously, they were feeding her and caring for her and things like that, and they were trying to get to her. That candy was hard as a rock. It wasn't that soft candy, and apparently they couldn't get through it. So it was just a crap candy job. They just shoved way too much candy in there. So I should have come out when I came out a couple days ago just to do a brief check. I left that alone and I didn't even look at it. I should have and just gotten her out and released. Glad she's still alive. Glad I was able to release her and see her crawling around on the cage. A little disappointed that I honestly, all of these were released, but I never did find the queen. I found eggs in every single one here, with the exception of that one there. There was no eggs, and obviously they hadn't released her yet, but they were really, really, really close to releasing her. She was just, you know, they were an 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch of getting to her in that queen cage. So I just popped that little cap and she just kind of disappeared into the comb really, really fast. I was disappointed that I pulled out some frames and I wasn't able to spot those queens. I like to get them marked just so I can easily spot them. I like to see my queens. I'm like that. I don't know why. I just am. So I'll have to come back at a later time and find them. But I'm glad that they're in there. One thing that's disturbing a little bit is they really socked away all that nectar or all that sugar water into the comb already, and she's not going to have a whole lot of places to lay. So hopefully that foundationless frame is where she's going to start laying up her brood nest, start of her brood nest. So rather than adding a box right away to these, which I'd rather not right at this particular moment, maybe in a week I'll think about adding a box to these, but I just want to see how they progress. But happy overall, actually. I thought everything went quite well. I didn't get stung, which is always a bonus when you come out here. But it's supposed to warm up now. Today is, like I said, it's 51 degrees. It's a little cooler. You can see that they're barely flying in and out of there. You know, so they're not coming in and out and going to, you know, flowers or anything like that. Really, all that much. But now that they've all got queens, they should start rolling. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Hope you subscribe. And I actually my other packages have been delayed for now the 6th time. It was supposed to be here Wednesday, and then it got delayed to Thursday, and now it's not Thursday, now it's Monday. So I still have 2 more. I start my new beekeeping job. I was supposed to start tomorrow, but they're loading the bees out of Florida today, and or last night at 2 a.m. and they're not going to be, when they get here, they're just going to go to bed. They're not going to unload the bees. So I might actually not start till Saturday now. So go figure. Everybody's delayed. Anyways, happy beekeeping. Take care.